Happy Friday. Cineplex was awarded $1.24 billion in damages this week following the failed takeover of Cineworld. After the UK-based Cineworld backed out of the deal in June 2020, the Ontario Superior Court ruled in Cineplex's favor in the botched transaction that cost the company $5.5 million in transaction costs. Canada's inflation remained at 4.7% in November, matching the same pace set in October, according to data from Stats Canada. It's the highest rate since February 2003. The Bank of Canada will maintain its 2% inflation target over the next 5 years in a renewed mandate released on Monday. The federal government also ordered the central bank to include employment growth in its mandate so long as those efforts don't pose risks to price stability. The average home price in Canada reached another all-time high in November at nearly $721,000, according to data from CREA. The report pointed to tight supply putting upward pressure on housing across the country, beating the previous record set in March. Ahead of the holidays, the federal government is warning against non-essential travel due to concerns surrounding the COVID-19 Omicron variant. Companies like WestJet Airlines were quick to criticize the government's moves, arguing that it was not based on science. The federal government provided a smaller fiscal update on Tuesday, showing more optimistic figures going forward. The country's overall projected budget this fiscal year will now be at $144.5 billion compared to the $154.7 billion set in the last budget. Federal debt to GDP ratio is projected to peak at 48% before falling to 44% in the fiscal year of 2026 and 2027. The Federal Reserve took aim at scorching inflation figures on Wednesday, moving up the timeline to end their asset buying program and move up the timeline to raise interest rates in 2022. It's been called one of the most hawkish pivots in years as the central bank doubles the pace at which it's scaling back on purchases of treasuries and mortgage-backed securities. Federal Reserve took aim. I don't look bad when I've got sunlight just blaring in my eyes. Dare I say it? I might even look fetch. See, look. Average, pretty. Average, kind of not bad. Average, decent. See, we brown eyes got you blue eyes beat when we were just exposed to pure UV.